A voice of authority in the pre-employment screening marketplace, Jason Morris, co-founder, president, and COO of EmployeeScreenIQ, a global pre-employment screening company, has more than 10 years' experience navigating the nuances of the background screening industry. From his time on the front lines of this necessary employment function, Morris has gained immense knowledge pertaining to areas in which your audiences function.
It's very important that employers know what they're getting into with an employee. There's a famous quote that I use in every presentation that I've given: temptation knocks only once, but opportunity leans on the doorbell. Anytime you give somebody an opportunity to act dishonestly, they're going to do it. So I think it's important that employers are able to have the tools available to them to know everything they can about their employees before bringing them into the organization.
As a result of his invaluable experience, Morris, a founding member and past co-chair of the National Association of Professional Background Screeners, has been sought by a number of organizations to inform their constituencies about the importance of background screening, including the National Football League, American Society for Industrial Security, Human Resource Executive, and Drug and Alcohol Testing Association.
Internal employee theft is at an all-time high. U.S. businesses lose billions of dollars every single year.
In addition, Morris' expertise has made him a valuable resource for some of the most influential news outlets and human resource trade media in the United States. Morris has been featured or quoted by the Associated Press, Monster.com, Inc. Magazine, CNNMoney.com, HR Executive, Human Resource Magazine, The Washington Post, and many more. When not speaking to groups or working with the media, Morris heads EmployeeScreenIQ. The company's smarter, comprehensive research techniques produce thorough, accurate screening reports that meet the unique needs of its clients and the standards of federal and international employment guidelines. EmployeeScreenIQ's smarter approach also includes staying abreast of important issues relating to the pre-employment screening market, information professionals need to know but may not have time to obtain.
Well, a lot of times they'll walk into a company and they want to understand, are they doing it right? They want to look and make sure that this isn't going to take a long time and impede the hiring process. They want to make sure that it's going to be cost effective. They want to make sure that the information is going to be accurate. Typically, employers getting into a situation where they want to begin doing background checks, there's three more common questions than any other ones. How much is it going to cost me? How long is it going to take? And how accurate is the information that you can be able to provide me? Once we're able to identify those things with an employer, we can start working on other things like how we can make it legally compliant for you and consult with them on the best techniques available to them and how we can work that into their hiring process.
Recognizing the wealth of pre-employment screening information his company has access to on a daily basis, Morris has developed an array of presentations pertaining to some of the hiring market's most important issues, which he shares with hiring professionals.
Credit reports can be a very useful tool when making a hiring decision, but should be used with caution and only be used if it fits within the scope of the job. I think that social networking sites, where it looks exciting and a new way to be able to screen your employees, they should be used with caution because you can never be sure that the information in there belongs to the applicant that you're screening. It's very important for an applicant to be able to see what information that an employer is going to be using against them. Many times an employee or an applicant doesn't even know what might be on their background check. It's their opportunity to see that information and have the opportunity to dispute the information if it's incorrect. It's been a big trend lately that universities and colleges are beginning to do background checks in all aspects of their system. They're screening their students, they're screening their contractors, and they're screening their employees. They know what the exposures are, and they know what their liabilities are in bringing these people into their organization.
Morris also can speak on such topics as privacy, data protection, application tracking systems, as well as balancing rights.
The industry has been evolving every year since it started. This industry has taken off, especially since after 9/11, and there's been new tools and new methods available to employers when they're engaging a background screening firm to do the background checks. What's changed is some of the methods, but what hasn't changed is the principles behind the methods. The principles are still there. Make sure you can find out everything you can about the employee before you bring him into your company.